Stafford on 3rd down and 2. Stafford throws, and the catch is made by Calvin Johnson. His first today, coming off the 329-yard game against the Cowboys. Johnson gains 15.
There they are, matched up on the outside. It's going to be fun to watch this all day long. Calvin Johnson, great on the release. You saw the separation, a little bit heavy outside by Charles Tillman, and that allows Calvin to get that inside release clean and beats him on the in route.
Most receiving yards in a regular.
Tillman back on the field, but he's banged up. This defense has had just been hit really hard by injuries this season.
On 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line, pass deflected. It's still loose and hits the ground.
Opportunity for a play. Major Wright is very, very disappointed in himself right there. This is why you play this style cover too. You've got Charles Tillman underneath. He's going to get you the deflection. Oh, it actually goes off Calvin Johnson's hands right to Major Wright. A missed opportunity for a Bears takeaway. One of the best in the business. This defense had taken the ball away, misses an opportunity.
Terry broken down at 14. Stafford fires, broken up by Tillman. He was looking for Calvin Johnson. Takes a lot of chances, Darryl.
Yeah, but you know what? He's got so much confidence. He's done this before. I mean, you know, Calvin Johnson is one of the best of all time to play this position, even at this stage in his career. But Charles Tillman has tremendous confidence in his preparation as well as his athletic ability. You've got to trust your film study all week long to know that he's going inside on that. There's no threat of a double move, and he's got tremendous hand-to-eye coordination, one of the best in the secondary throughout the NFL. On the outside within the confines of the rules.
Bell in the backfield, 2nd and goal from the 4 to the end zone. Johnson, touchdown. Stafford to Johnson. Lions take the lead.
Well, we talked about Chicago's defense doing a nice job against these weapons for the Lions, and here we go, the start of the first half. The long run by Reggie Bush, and now, again, sometimes I just don't know what you do against Calvin Johnson. He's just such a matchup nightmare on the outside.
I mean, it's just his body size. He just goes, and Charles Tillman tries to go and cover him, but it's just his body gets in the way. He's just so big, and you're not going to out-jump a Calvin Johnson.
3rd down and 7. Stafford to the outside, and the pass is short. Intended for Calvin Johnson. Charles Tillman on the coverage.
There's not a lot of defenses that have the confidence to line up like this. Your corner against Calvin Johnson, man-on-man, bring pressure, and are comfortable with doing that play after play during the course of the game.
Earlier today, following his 488-yard performance against Dallas in the Lions' last game. And here's Calvin Johnson, who picks up the Lions' first down, only his 4th reception today, and there's a flag at the end of the play. And Tillman looks to be shaken up.
Well, we saw him come out early in the game, something hand-wrist related, so I'm sure every time he tackles somebody, it's not feeling all that great.
Personal foul, face mask, number 33, defense. 15 yards from the end of the run, first down.
Tillman called for the face mask. He stays on the field. And the Lions pick up some valuable yardage. Now inside the red zone at the Bears 17. Huge play here, 3rd down and 3. Stafford fires, and it's Calvin Johnson who makes the catch with Tillman draped all over him. So the clock continues to run under 4 minutes remaining. A 14-yard completion and a Lions first down.
It's becoming one of those throws between Matthew Stafford and Calvin Johnson that's becoming almost automatic. The in route from the wide part of the field. He checks a couple of guys, but he always knows he can come back to Calvin Johnson working that in route.
All you have to do with Calvin Johnson is throw it in an area. That guy just goes and gets it.
To the Chicago Bears.
Bears have 1 timeout remaining. 2:31 to play in regulation. 2nd down and 10. Stafford throws, and it popped away from Johnson. So the clock stops. That's huge for Chicago.
It really is. It really is. you know, he's coming out of the slot, working against Charles Tillman. You can see some outside leverage there. The slant, he's open. He's got to make that catch. Calvin Johnson makes that catch. The clock continues to run. Probably got a 3rd and 1 situation coming up.
10. Lions must get to the 4-yard line for a first. Stafford to the end zone, touchdown! Calvin Johnson with his 2nd today.
Charles Tillman will take a look and see what happens here. You'd hope that he'd have a little bit of help working on the outside. One-on-one. Nothing fancy. Just a little bit late getting out of that break.
63rd career touchdown reception. New franchise record. 99th career touchdown pass for Stafford. Of course, Ben Boma up in the booth and Nick Gagliano downstairs with Goose. Lions 6-3. Bears drop to 5-4. We will return to Chicago right after these messages.